Art Fundamentals. Art Fundamentals, Episode 1, by RAVIRAJ Art Education Series. Lalit Kalakshetra, Group of Fine Art Institutions. Hi, welcome to our community of artists, creators, teachers and students. Thank you all for supporting me in making this art education series. This episode deals with Art Fundamentals, Part 1. Art Fundamentals is the building blocks of an artwork, for creating successful works of art. Art Fundamentals. Styles, aesthetics and technique. Components of a work of art, 3. Elements of art, 7. Positive and negative. Light and shade. Perspective. Principles of art, 8. Anatomy. Composition, visual grammar. Design. Golden section, golden mean, golden ratio. Baroque diagonal. Rule of thirds. Dynamic symmetry. The cave paintings may have been done to assure success in hunting, a form of magic. But why the figure sculptures? Perhaps to serve as fertility fetishes. Cave painting of a dun horse, equine, at Lascaux, France. The age of the paintings is estimated at around 17,000 years. Bhimbetka rock painting, Madhya Pradesh, earliest are about 10,000 years old, circa 8000 BCE. Dancing girl is a prehistoric bronze sculpture, about circa 2300 to 1750 BCE in the Indus Valley. We have an array of different approaches to art today. 1. Styles. 2. Aesthetics and 3. Technique. Style, the formal expression of a conceived image in terms of a given medium. Pleasure as a component of art. Aesthetics, the appreciation of the beautiful, known as aesthetics. Technique, used to create the work. Changing style and discovery. One prime example is the paintings of Piet Mondrian. The development of his distinctive mature style can be traced easily by an examination of his works. The final style, the one best known, continues to be extremely influential in a very wide variety of applications. Fig. 1, Piet Mondrian, The Grey Tree, 1912, oil on canvas. In this work, we see the beginnings of abstraction that marked Mondrian's progress through these first 3 figures and the purity of his mature style in the last figure. Fig. 2, Piet Mondrian, Tree, 1912, oil on canvas. Fig. 3, later work of Piet Mondrian, The Grey Tree, 1912, oil on canvas. Fig. 4, Piet Mondrian, Composition, 1922. This is the style that has generated so much influence through the years. A is a rose is a rose is a rose, Gertrude Stein. One way to extend our responses to art is by attempting to see the uniqueness in things. When we view artworks knowledgeably, we can be on the same wavelength with the artist's finely tuned emotions. Patricia Nix's La Primavera presents roses as a repeated theme, but subtle difference in texture, color and treatment keep them fresh and unique. Assembling the ingredients. We have seen already the 3 basic components of a work of art: subject, form, and content. Along with this, now you have been introduced to the components, elements and principles involved in making visual art. i.e., artists' emotions may be brought to the surface. An artist must begin with an idea, that will eventually develop into the concept of the finished artwork. The idea may be the result of aimless doodling, a thought that has suddenly struck the artist or a notion that has been growing in his or her mind for a long time. If this idea is to become tangible, it must be developed in a medium selected by the artist: clay, oil paint, watercolor, etc. Artist: Rembrandt Harmensch Owen van Rijn, sub, Christ shown to the people, school/style, Dutch, production date, 1655, material, print, etching, technique, dry point, dimensions, H 358 mm XW 445 mm, type, printed on Japanese paper. Courtesy, the British Museum. A. The first version of the work. B. The last finished work after correction. Simplified, changed, added, eliminate. The picture plane. Movement can take place on a flat surface, as indicated by the vertical and horizontal arrows. The pale yellow color represents an imaginary plane through which a picture is seen. The artist can also give the illusion of advancing and receding movement in space, as shown by the red color arrows. The picture frame. The picture frame represents the outermost limits or boundary of a picture plane. These limits are represented by the edges of the canvas or paper on which the artist works. To be continued. Next episode, Art Fundamentals, Episode 2, Elements of Art. Lalit Kalakshetra. Group of Fine Art Institutions. RAVIRAJ College of Fine Arts, Coimbatore, India. www.lalitKalakshetra.com.
Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing and sharing.